We've all seen a Destiny 2 speedrun before. A bunch of skilled players min-max their builds and strategies for one specific activity and then run it over and over and over and over and over again until they get a good time. Speedruns have existed in Destiny 2 for as long as the game has been around, and with the constant stream of new weapons, abilities, glitches, and strategies, almost no record can stand forever. But generally speaking, speedruns have been confined to activities, stuff like raids, dungeons, and exotic missions. Occasionally you get outliers, like a certain seasonal mission or campaign missions, and sometimes people will branch out into strikes. And all of these activities have subcategories based on the amount of players in the fire team. So knowing all this, I was watching Destiny 2 speedruns one night when this video by Cobras appeared in my recommended. I immediately clicked since I love Europa and watching Destiny 2 content. The video will be linked in the description. Cobra's 6-minute and 24-second run starts from the launch point in the Eventide Ruins and goes into the Bunker E15 Lost Sector. After he completes the sector, he leaves and goes as fast as possible to the Cadmus Ridge, where he enters the Perdition Lost Sector and clears it. From there, he's in the final stretch of the run, just needing to get over to Asterian Abyss and clear the Concealed Void Sector as fast as possible. My first thoughts when I saw this run were, that looks so cool, followed immediately by, I have to try it. So that night, I put the video onto my watch later and resolved to try it the next day. That night was 2 years ago. So, the build crafting. Obviously, Cobra's run was 2 years ago and the meta has changed a bit, but regardless, let's go over his build. Throughout the whole run, he uses the same thing. A Heritage Shotgun from the Deepstone Crypt with Reconstruction and Recombination, Trinity Ghoul, and an Eager Edge Sword. He's on Solar Warlock with Icarus Dash and Touch of Flame, using Solar Grenade and the Snap Melee. Naturally, he has Well of Radiance equipped to Well Skate and has Always on Time in his Sparrow slot. All of these items serve a purpose in the run. Heritage to take down Majors and the Lost Sector bosses, Trinity Ghoul for Ad Clear, and an Eager Edge Sword for movement. Back when the run took place, there was a seasonal mod active that allowed Solar Melee to weaken targets, which is one advantage that Cobra's run will have over ours. So in order to understand what I need to improve better, I decided to give the speedrun an attempt of my own with as similar of a build to Cobra's as I could muster.
So I put on my Europa emblem and I made some Europa fashion with the Europa armor, and I'm using all the similar weapons and loadout that the guy was wearing. I matched the fragments as best I could, and I think he's wearing T-steps. If not, it's a time loss, so we're wearing T-steps. I also put on the Europa seal. Let's start my timer in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, already at a time loss? Bro, I'm slow as crap. Okay, so it's only that Minotaur that opens this door. I feel like as a big Europa fan, I should have known that. Shoot, I am out of special ammo. Let's go. Bro, sword DPS is diabolical. Okay, I certainly know where I can improve. Did you always have to kill all these guys to get out of here? Holy moly, bro. Get me out. So we're basically a minute behind. Although I have an idea for how to gain speed here, because I'm assuming it's an any % run. Well skates and... Oh, I could have landed that much better. Where's the last guy? Come on, bud. That's a time loss. Okay, and the boss is coming down now. This door only opens when all the ads are dead, if I remember correctly. And I think, I'm sorry, I'm going back. I think there was a strat that he missed on his run that he was trying to go for, where he gets his Sparrow back to ride all this. I feel like this could also just be so much faster. Like, you're telling me right here, you hit this, and this rock you go straight down through here. The other thing I saw him do was he shot here, but didn't like go through, which I know is faster. And also you don't have to kill any of these guys. And you can always just run through here. 3, 2, 1, spawn. Okay, almost 8 minutes. So Yeah, we're literally missing a minute and a half somewhere.
After that first run, I didn't really feel too bad about the build Cobras had made for this. Other than that, I was just overall more weak, which I had expected going in because he also had the solo operative seasonal mod, and that is no longer a thing, at least for this season that I'm in. So instead of changing my loadout, I decided to run it a few more times and get used to the route. 2 PBs later, I decided it was finally time for a loadout switch up.
Heritage was not working out for me. So I found this bad boy in my vault and changed. It had Cascade Point on it, which would have been fun, but I think Surrounded works a lot better for this challenge. Heritage wasn't working because I didn't have the damage boost one. It like almost one-shot everything I needed it to. It's not gonna do as well as this until it's returned. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, somebody just waved to me. Where is he? Boing, boing. See, that just works so much faster. Like I'm already 7 seconds faster than my best run, which if you've ever speedrun anything, you know that's a lot. Okay, the new strat I found is in this room, but we are not going to be using it for a little bit. Cobra's cleared this room at 140, so we are unfortunately very behind. Okay, here's the strat. Assuming it's just to kill the boss, we just fast travel out. Like if it's 80%, that shouldn't matter. This seems like it takes a while, but trust me, it's faster than climbing all the way out of that lost sector. Yeah, but we don't have well. Hello? What did I hit? Oh, it's the wind! No! That's so unfortunate. I forgot the wind affects sparrows. The other thing that Cobras did is it seemed like he drove his sparrow through here. And in his run, he did hit this glass pane, which is fair. I've hit the glass pane several times. But he turns his sparrow around and like parks it. I think I can even improve this even further by going right here. Yeah. I don't know if this will be PB, but I certainly like the strat more. Boom, 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 boom. 646.
Even after introducing the new strat of skipping the climb out of bunker E15 and instead using the fast travel point to escape after boss kill, I was still losing time. And also, at the time of discovering this skip, I had assumed that a clear of the lost sector meant just killing the boss. But looking back at Cobra's run, you can clearly see he does not end the timer until he opens the cache, technically clearing the lost sector. But I didn't know that yet and was still running it with the intention of only killing the boss to end the run. Regardless of that though, I still had some work to do if I wanted to get even faster. And so after a few more runs off camera, I got this time, a 617. Although I only counted it after boss kill and not after grabbing the cache, meaning my run was invalidated, but I didn't know that at the time. This run also marks a distinguishing point between how I was keeping track of my times. At this point, I had only actually fully recorded 2 runs, and everything else was just that last bit of a run with a screenshot of the final timer included. Naturally, this wouldn't fly if I wanted to prove world record, so I decided I would have to fully record every run from then on out, which wouldn't have been a problem if my Xbox had more storage, making it so I could only have so many runs before I needed to offload clips, then delete them off the Xbox to make room for more clips. Meaning if I wasn't careful with how I recorded, I could end up losing the footage for a world record run, but in the meantime, let's see what my reaction to the 617 run was.
I just ran a 617, but I also think that this is 1 billion% improvable. Like easily can get the sub 6.
Now I had a goal in mind, the sub 6. If I were to actually go for this, I would need to min-max my loadout just a bit more. So I optimized for more super energy to hopefully have my well by the time I needed to fast travel out of bunker E15, since this had been a problem for me thus far. I also added a strand surge and a copy of powerful attraction to hopefully get my damage up for the first boss. Along with this, I added 2 copies of arc ammo regeneration to get some more special ammo during the first and second lost sectors.
Just put on the new build. I'm hoping that it'll work more in my favor now. This is good. Hit this. Perfect. First try. 32. That's genuinely my best time yet on this. Although I don't think that has anything to do with the new build. Need to clear the cache. Dude, maybe Ring of Fire would be the play. Okay, cache cleared. Go, 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 go. Oh, and I don't have well. Okay. So close. It's just gonna be a sparrow. Holy crap, the world's slowest. Is it windy? It is windy. Dude. Bro, who added weather cycles to Europa? Might be worst second sector ever. But that's not the fault of the new build. That's purely skill bit. What was that? Oh, first was so good though. Huge Heraldways pieces. Deputy Dong 13. I will say ammo has been much better this run. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 632. Hey, that's pretty good. That's 6 seconds behind Cobra.
Well, I was actually 8 seconds behind Cobra's world record, but that is still pretty good. Plus that run had so much room for improvement. I mean, if the Europa wins didn't exist, that would have at least been a tie. But as for the new build, I didn't feel the super regen at all. But I also didn't pick up any more orbs than usual or use my class ability once to activate powerful attraction. But I did feel the benefits of the ammo finders or generators or whatever they're called now, but obviously still room for improvement all the way around. You'll also notice that I finally realized that I needed to grab the caches in order for the run to count. So every run from here on out will be an actual legitimate run. The next run I ran, I didn't feel too good about, with handling issues bothering me all run. Tiny things added up as I bled time and I ended up dropping a 640x with tons of room for improvement. Knowing I could easily do better, I reset the clock and ran it again.
Go. Ooh. Let's get this. Go. Yeah, kill it like 145, that's good. This is really good. And go. Let's not blunder second sector. Ooh! You're telling me that's not like the cleanest movie you've ever seen? Holy moly, bro. Bro, I'm like 20 seconds ahead of pace. Oh, come on. There has to also be like a really clean well line through here that I can use to skip so much of the sparrow driving. Yeah, it's so locked right now. No. Come on now, 616, that's world record.
A 616! I know the timer says 617, but if you go frame by frame, the final cache does in fact open on 616. This was the first run I was actually happy with. I felt like most everything had gone according to plan, other than some blunders between the second and third sectors, and I also knew I could run a better entrance. In my mind, there was no doubt I could run a sub 6. I mean, even in the middle of my run, I saw that there was an opportunity for a new well skate line.
There has to also be like a really clean well line through here that I can use.
So before I ran it again, I decided to take a look and see what I could find.
You know what? Let's go find a better well line. Okay, so this is my target, going down this hill. This is what I have been skating off of. Now the problem with this is it doesn't give us a good line directly to our angle. If instead I sparrowed over to this thing and aimed like right there, I mean, that's just so much faster than a sparrow. Like, that's my 20 seconds, right? I mean, come on, sub 6 is so doable.
With this new line, I was confident I should be able to get the sub 6 and potentially hold the world record by over 30 seconds.
Oh, 714, 643, 628, 37, 635, on 621, 649. 639, 635.
At this point, I had been playing for an hour and a half with no improvement. My hopes of a sub 6 were dwindling, but with unlucky wins, skill diffs, and failing a couple well skates. So for now, I set my sights on a 6-0x. But even still, after so many failures, it was starting to get to me. Am I actually good enough at the game to run a 6-0x?
I think I let this be last run of the day. Yeah, then last run and then I give up, bro. Yeah, it's not going well.
So I decided one last run, then I give up for the night, maybe take it back up the next day, maybe scrap the video. I needed something crazy. It didn't even have to be a sub 6 or a 6-0x. It just needed to show me that I could still do it, that those times are still achievable. And then I got this run. Nah, I'm just kidding. I dropped a 626, which wasn't a PB, but I had so many painful mistakes throughout, and the run had my best entrance yet, making it through the first vault door in the bunker in under 30 seconds, and through the second one in 45 seconds, but from there I just bled time all throughout. At that point, I managed to muster up one last little bit of energy, enough for one more run.
3, 2, 1, go. No, 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 no. Yes! Dude, the way my heart is actually bumping right now. It's always the last run of the night.
A 608. This was a huge milestone for me, especially as a bad player, because it meant to me that I could actually do this. I could get the sub 6. I was even more hopeful that I could get the sub 6 just due to the sheer amount of mistakes that bled time through the run. Like, just watching it back that night, I remember thinking, there are easily 20 seconds I can make up here. But for the moment, I decided to call it a day. I had already beaten Cobra's world record and then improved upon that. I felt safe and secure knowing nobody would be bored enough to try and run this super niche genre of speedrun in a basically dead game on the same night I was running for it, right? Yeah, nobody even did anything close to trying to beat my time. Let me start off day 2 by sharing some of these smaller strats I had found over my runs the night before. First, while you're driving the Sparrow between sectors 1 and 2, there is a little ramp up to the left that I think is faster than going around to the right. Second, the only thing you have to kill to progress the middle room in the last sector are the Shanks, the Vandals, and the one Captain. So if you leave the dregs on the last platform alive, you can keep surrounded procced to more easily one-shot the big Shank with the shotgun.
Okay guys, real first run of day 2. Real first run of day 2, guys. Hahaha, there was nothing beforehand. How is it still bunker E15 lost sector? Out at 145, lock in. Lock in, lock in, lock in. No special. That is a little concerning. Ooh, this is still a really good pace. Yeah, and that Sparrow claim was... If I spend my whole run talking about how bad it is it even a good run? Yeah, first wall skate of the day. Oh, and it's all windy now too. That's okay, that's okay. Oh my, dude, wind sucks. Yeah, this is not gonna be PB, but it is still gonna be pretty good. 632 first run back, I am not mad about.
I wasn't expecting anything crazy for my first run back, but a 632 is pretty solid. I ran attempts for another hour or two, getting a lot of good starts, but fumbling most of them in the second sector. However, I did do better than all my runs yesterday, save for the 608 I dropped as my last run of the night. This didn't dissuade me though, because it still felt incredible to run low 610s almost every attempt. Then, not long after, I got this run.
This is fine pace. Holy shutting. Yeah, this is pace. Arthur's fist of death. That's a pull. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Amaze, amaze, amaze. Yeah. Yeah. Amaze, amaze, amaze. Amaze, amaze, amaze. Boing, boing. Holy pace. Well,
this was tragic. I was going so fast that even with the death, I ended up beating Cobra's world record by 5 seconds.
oh, the fact this still beats world record with that death is crazy.
And I felt that although it may not quite have been paced for a sub 6, it was certainly paced for a PB. Now truly feeling that a PB was coming up, I locked into the next run. I had by far my best entrance into an incredible first sector, followed by another incredible 1-2 transition, and then my best second sector clear ever. I even had a good exit out of second, but not everything can be perfect, as I missed the well skate to kickstart 2-3 transition. I was heartbroken, but didn't reset, instead just hopping on my Sparrow to drive the route as fast as I can. Once I got into the canyon though, I realized that this was still my best pace ever and I had an actual chance to PB. I logged back in, ready to give third sector its fastest clear yet when my game crashed. I saw this as an opportunity to take a break and reset my mind for the next slew of runs. After about a half-hour break, I decided to jump right back in. Because I knew I was only a few runs away from getting it, I could taste the sub 6. And then, only 2 runs into the new session, I got this run.
That's a world record by 25 seconds.
I finally got it, the sub 6 run. I know that this is improvable and would love to see someone improve on this, but for now I'm so happy with the world record and even more happy with beating Cobra's record by 25 seconds. If you want to watch the full unedited run, it will be in the description because I have to prove I did it. If you actually enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, or if you lack the commitment to subscribe, just go for the like button, a comment to tell me how bad my run was, or a share to your D2 speedrunning friend to absolutely rail me in Europa time attack. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in a week. I would also like to thank my girlfriend for singing karaoke while I was doing the last few runs.